Hey, everybody, welcome back here. We're here with another kind of fire update on the whole situation of Maui through me just kind of data harvesting all sorts of different things. Today is August 8th or August 12th, 2023 on a Saturday. And this kind of pissed me off. This like really triggered me. This is a thing that has been said a little bit here and there about, hey, don't come to Maui. You know, I've told people that are coming to Maui to help out or to check on something. I told them, do not come to Maui. But when you're telling vacationers to cancel their trips to Maui, you are literally kind of just telling Maui, it's okay. You don't need money. You know, I know he probably doesn't understand the economy of Maui, but this is a very stupid thing to say. This fills me with so much fucking rage, and I know he means well, but this is not Ukraine. You know, there isn't a natural disaster that destroyed, you know, huge parts of the island. This is a natural disaster that displaced a lot of people. And people were affected, but there's also a lot of people that still live here and depend on tourism. Now, if you're not familiar with Maui and its economy, it is all just tourism. It is 80% tourism. It is 80% of tourism. The GDP of Maui as of now is of last year is about 10.3 billion. So that is all kind of all tourism. The sugarcane industry has been gone. There is some agriculture and it's trying to develop, but we are still very far away from it producing anything. A lot of these lands have been reclaimed to Maui Pono is a company that is kind of making orchards and all that stuff. But all the sugarcane that you can see, the markings here, is all gone now. And it's all just kind of brush field. So we have also different orchards right here. And it's only right here and a little bit right here too, and some right here, but it's not as much as it used to be. This all used to be sugarcane. This used to be all sugarcane, and now that's gone. This is gone a long time ago. So our only economy is tourism. From even after the fires, even like on Wednesday, after the Tuesday night fires and Wednesday morning fires, life was kind of normal for people in this area. I believe there was a fire here. This is the Paleo fire, but I do not believe. I should preface that I'm basing this as a resident of Kula that was also affected. But once I was able to leave, I went down to the Safeway down here, and it was fine. There was nothing wrong. It was all fine. Like life was normal. Costco, like food, there was food there. Everything was fine. The traffic was fine. You couldn't get into Lahaina, but I could get into Ma'alaya, no problem. There were cars here, but it was just like they're all on the side of the road and nowhere to go. They're just sitting there. So life was fine, and life is fine for most of the people on Maui. So this comment about, hey, please do not, I will leave this this article into the description of the video, but he doesn't understand that you can't just say that. You can't just say that. You can't just say that. You have a lot of backing as a person of Hawaiian ancestry and a person that has worked in Hawaii. I literally own the Baywatch boat that he worked on. That is the Shooting Star. It's what it's called. And that is this boat right here. This boat right here. This is the Shooting Star, and it was housed. Let's see here. Right here. That's its trailer right there. That's its trailer right there. And so it just, it really aggravates me because he doesn't know what he's talking about. And my livelihood of employing 8 people are affected. And this harbor that is all that's left of kind of boating tourism on Maui relies on tourism. We have tons of different boats that come out of here. Pacific Route Foundation is a big one, and Trilogy is a big one. You might have heard me mention about Trilogy, and they lost a few boats here, but they operate out of Lahaina and Ma'alaya, and they require tourism. A lot of their tourism does come from kind of the Makena Wailea area, where you have the Four Seasons, the Hotel Wailea, you have the Fairmount, Karilani, you know, Grand Wailea, a lot of popular destinations here, and then a bunch of rentals here, and then up and down Kihei too. There's always going to be a place to stay. In Lahaina, there really isn't much if we factor in kind of this as the zone right here from the post office right here, which is the Lahaina Civic Center, to kind of down to Puamana. This is the area that was affected, and there isn't a lot of places to stay. Of course, there is the Pioneer Inn, and then there's also the Lahaina Shores. These are very kind of old hotels, and then there's the Outrigger Hotel here too. But these are not like really big popular places compared to, say, the Kaanapali Beach Hotel. We got the Hyatt, we have the Westin, we got Aston, Whaler, all sorts of different things. We even have the Ritz, where you have the Mercedes. These areas are only affected because they don't have power, type of thing. And from my knowledge, they might have gotten some power back, as that, which is great for them. And then there is also an airport here too. So yeah, there's that. But when you're saying please do not come here, that hurts us. We are already turning people away. So yesterday on Friday, I came down here as they opened up. No, was it the 10th, or God, it's all been a blur for me, but I guess it was yesterday. And I come down here to do some work here, and I have the shooting star was here, that scarab was right here, and the people that lived at that house were right here and hanging out. And this was at 10 o'clock. So what happened was a lot of people were trying to jump the line, and Maui is a very selfish people, very selfish people. So I don't give a fucking shit if you think that's wrong. And people are saying, no, we're not. It's like, no, people of Maui are very different. I've lived on the Big Island for a few years going to college, and they're like really nice people. Same thing. I've been in Kona too, and it's different type of people on Maui. And so it took me 10 minutes to get from here to here, as I'm like, hey, please, begging people to let me in so I can get to my boat. Luckily, people noticed that I was like literally aiming my finger to this. It's like, hey, I'm trying to get over there. I'm trying to get over there. But like, it just like, as I did my work here and kind of like, hey, this is what's going on here. You know, how you guys doing? Tell me how you go. I leave and I get a good sense of what kind of people are in here. You see a lot of these big trucks, very common on Maui, but they're big trucks full of people, full of supplies. Fuck yeah. Then you see some, hatchback Subarus, just one person in them, two people in them. And it's just like, what are you doing? Why are you taking up space? And of course, throughout the day, it became a clusterfuck. Multiple accidents here. Supposedly there was an accident on this road here. And then of course this road here, and then they inevitably closed it. Later that day, my captain who was working that day said, hey, we're going to have to turn these people away because no one could get into the harbor. And these lines, I don't know how up to date it is. I don't know if this is real traffic or not. This could just be, who knows? Traffic on these don't update well on Maui. And he told me he ran into a cop saying, hey, yeah, what are you fucking doing here, bro? And my captain said, like, I'm trying to get to Malaya. Like, I work there. And then immediately later on, he called a few minutes later saying, like, hey, the clients were even stuck in traffic coming from here. So a lot of our clientele, a lot of the people that come from Ma'alaya, go for Ma'alaya, actually come for here. So we need this, but they all have to come through here. And so at this turnoff, you can't make a left. Though there is a turnoff to get to Ma'alaya right here, you're kind of having to go off-road a little bit. And of course, it's just a pain in the ass. Earlier today, so that was 2 charters yesterday that we had to cancel. Today, we had to cancel another one because of the same reason. My captain here, different from yesterday, said, hey, yeah, it's a fucking chaos. And I assume it was the same thing I said yesterday of like, hey, why is this happening? Why are the people being, shitheads? And supposedly there is a curfew. I don't know. Things are changing so bad. A lot of kind of things that I've seen have just been constantly just echoed and all that stuff. This is not the first time I've heard of this. I think the lieutenant governor said, hey, yeah, that is kind of sorry, I was getting a text message. That is kind of, what they want. It's like, no, please do not do that. Please do not do that. If you're going to come here and help people, do not come here. Like I have somebody called me earlier. It's like, yeah, I'm going to come over and check it out. It's like, no, I told you, please do not. I begged him because he has a house up in here. And this is where the fire was. The fire was all up in here. All up in here. And so it's just like, well, dude, please, if you need me to check out something, I can check out something, but please do not come here. But if you're coming here looking for a vacation, contact your hotel you want to stay at. If you're in Kaanapali and Napili and Kapalua, call the hotel. Say, hey, can I get there? A lot of people have been using this side. This is a very windy road. This from Kapalua, the Ritz, to Wailuku here. Like we're talking like downtown Wailuku, which it's God. Which way did I go? Anyways, but like let's just say here, Waihehe, it's a 2-hour drive. It's a 2-hour drive, and you're not going 60 miles an hour, but from let's just say the airport to I would say downtown Lahaina on a normal day, it's a 40-minute trip. So it's just people using this should be using this for like, hey, I'm trying to help out, I'm looking for another way. And my captain from yesterday he ended up just going to Lahaina no matter what and helping people, and he has been helping people. So it's been kind of jaw dropping to see this article saying Jason Momoa, who is a big actor, and he just came out of Fast and the Furious X, and he's native Hawaiian and all that stuff. And of course, people are like, I saw this article. I literally saw this article on Reddit, and it just like my blood boils. Like then you start seeing people say, oh yeah, it's the Hawaiians, they don't want this and all that. It's like I've worked with Hawaiians. They just want their land. They understand that if the government leaves, that it's all fucking gone. But it's kind of incompetence too of a lot of the. This is CNN. Hawaiian governor. This is the largest natural disaster Hawaii has ever experienced. This is days after the fire, and I talked to everybody. It's like, yeah, this is the fucking worst disaster I've ever seen. It's worse than Iniki, which was like the worst disaster that happened to Hawaii and one of the biggest disasters of America at that time. Like we're talking that and Andrew were some of the biggest. The Andrew hurricane that hit Florida, and this is like them days later saying, hey, this is bad. Of course, there is the disaster with what is this? The tsunami back in the 60s. I'm surprised he didn't say anything about Iniki. It was a hurricane that happened then in the 90s. And then the tsunamis and all that stuff from all that from I believe this is from Alaska. Yeah, the Alaska earthquake. But yeah, it's sad. It's I saw this and I was like, holy shit, really? State will not intervene in Lahaina traffic problems. Why, Lieutenant? That's like, people on this island do not give a shit about what you drive. There are really bad drivers on this island, and then just saying, nope, you can do whatever the fuck you want. That means I'm going to start using my sword more. I guess I'm just being hyperbolic on some of this stuff, but it's just, some of this stuff is just really sad. But I just wanted to give you an update on what's my situation, what's kind of going on with Maui and all that. There's still a helicopter. I don't know if this is being picked up on the mic, but they're like hovering around here. They're hovering all around here. So yeah, please come to Maui. Please do not listen to this fucking idiot that has no idea what's going on. He just, he's probably just getting boosted about like, oh, because he's Hawaiian and he's very expressive on Instagram and he's a big, huge movie star. And it's just like, dude, you have fucking no idea. The biggest, if you look up the economy of, let's see here. We'll do this live. I should have done this earlier. Maui economy. Let's see here. It's like Oh, it's all gonna be. Yeah, here we go. Let's see here. It's all just like it's gonna say airlines. Yeah, I think it's gonna say airlines. Let's see here. Can I sort this? Okay, so this is Maui, Hawaii. We got retail trade, so that's just buying, healthcare, a lot of healthcare, accommodations and food. Why is this all like, maybe a manufacturing? Like there's like barely any manufacturing. Does this add up to 100%? Weird. Yeah, whatever. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.